Hello, witches and heathens of CNY. Welcome to another Sunday school session with I, Jewel Sims. Tonight, we will be talking prosperity working. So right now, we are in a time of prosperity and abundance, and we will be doing a working to help promote that for ourselves. So welcome. Get comfortable. I'm going to wait a moment to see how many people we get joining us tonight. And then I will go over my list of ingredients for this wonderful working. I know you can't see it the greatest, but I will show you the stuff to the camera. Hi! I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I know I say it every time, sorry. But I do. Welcome. We are doing a prosperity working. And obviously don't worry if you don't have all these ingredients. You can come back to this. And as always, it will be in the units section in our private group. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Might turn this down just a little bit more. Okay, coffee. So, hi Amy. And as always, if anyone has any questions throughout this process, just go ahead and write it. So, for this spell, you will need your number one ingredient. Your final project will be using a horseshoe, green string, ribbon, thread, whatever you have. I of course have my witch's hand. I have some of my own personal crystals that I usually use in all my workings. I put it around the cauldron to help with all my intentions. And I also have some incense. So, in here, I am going to put a list of ingredients up after. I have one little bug. I'll put a list of ingredients up after so you guys, and I'll put a bunch of different options. It doesn't have to be exactly what I have. If you don't have all of it, you can just use some of it. Whatever. So when I do put the list up, just know that you can pick any of the ingredients that you have to burn while doing this ritual. Now, a full moon would be great for this. This is something that would definitely benefit from being done in the full moon. I mean, we all want prosperity, so this is something that all of us can do, and this is something that you can put in your home afterward or place of business. Personally, mine is in my shop, so I will give you an example of what we will be making. So this is what I have in my shop, and then usually this hangs with it. A little pentacle. Whee, it's spinning. So this is what we're going to be making tonight. I'm not sure. I feel like I've shown this before, but I don't think I've ever done the actual working for one of these, so I thought it would be good for the season to really get some prosperity for everybody, because it's really fun and get hands-on, you know. It'll motivate you and help you to, and of course you have to do the stuff to help you be prosperous, so you can't just sit and do nothing and hope that you're prosperous. You know, obviously you have to put in some legwork in order for your stuff to happen. You have to have your energy so high towards your intention that you become prosperous, you know? Mine specifically is definitely financial prosperity and stability and all that. So that's what this will be for. And this, you guys, again, can put in your homes, anywhere. You know, by a door is great. Mine's right by a glass door, which is wonderful. You can have yours wherever. So, let's dive in, shall we? That's pretty much all the ingredients. But, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and tell you some of the things that are in this incense. I have patchouli, frankincense, dragon's blood, sage, cinnamon, allspice, chamomile, and that's it. But you can also use thyme, rosemary, mint, spearmint, anything pretty much from the mint family, basil. These are all great things for prosperity. Yes, and you can use any charms if you want to decorate this. You can decorate it however you want. You can use dried flowers. You can go in many different directions with this. This one tonight will be a very simple rendition just for the purpose of teaching how to do this. So, for this spell, I'm also going to use 3 pennies, which I did not use in the previous horseshoe. And those will be adding as we're wrapping the horseshoe. So let's get started. Witches and Heathens of CNY. Okay, so first and foremost, I always do my witch's hand. And you can even make something like this. This particular one is the Voodoo Store. And I love it. And I trust the recipes. You always need to trust the recipes of your supplier if you don't make it yourself. It's very important. Okay, so first, I will take my ingredients and I will grind them. And as I'm grinding them, I typically go clockwise when it's something for, you know, good intent. Counterclockwise is usually for not so good intent. So I will be thinking about my prosperity and my money drawing and financial success and all this while I'm doing this. This is a big part of your ritual as well. One of my berries just jumped right out. Oh, I also have orange peel in this. Orange is good for this as well. And you can use oil replacements. If you have the oils, you can use those. You know, you can even get a candle out. I have a green one here. I'm not going to light it because I have nowhere to burn it because, well, I guess I can do it there. But you could light a candle. You could even inscribe on the candle. Take some of these herbs, some oil, put some oil on this candle, roll it in these exact herbs, and burn it as you're doing this whole ritual. Especially like at a full moon, it would be wonderful. However, I will not be doing that part right now. Right now I'm just grinding my herbs. They don't have to be powder because you are burning charcoal. Because yes, you also need charcoal for this. Hold on 1 second. That was a weird sound. Weird sounds, gotta love it. I usually have weird sounds whenever I'm making videos. Remember always, safety first when burning things. Always make sure it's safe to burn. These ingredients that I have listed are definitely safe to burn. Okay, now the next thing, when it comes to horseshoes, and this I learned from Jeff, you have to refire them. Okay, so mine here, I typically do that for you, but a lot of the times when you buy these, they are not refired. So you need to put them, you have to fully submerge them in fire somehow, whether that be in a fire pit or whatever you have, you can use, but you need to cover this fully in fire and re-spark, reignite the magic that is inside of the horseshoe. Okay? So this one's already done, luckily. So I can go ahead and get started. Well, of course, I need one more thing. Of course. Sorry, guys. Smells very good. Now, this particular one, I do have something written down to say. This was taken from a different spell book, but I really liked the way it flowed, so I used it in my spell. So basically, you're just going to say, money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. So mote it be. Before you say so mote it be, you can say it multiple times as you are wrapping your horseshoe. So hopefully I can find the beginning of my, oh great, didn't plan this one. Oh. This is probably not enough, but, so this is how I would do this. I would just tie it, and you could also, you know, fasten herbs inside of this wrapping that you do if they're kind of bigger, like if you had zinc foil. I know I have some on my ceiling somewhere, that's why I'm looking, but you can wrap that, you can line this and wrap that as well. You know, all sorts of things that you can do. This one specifically, I'm going to be wrapping the pennies in as I go around. And I like the number 3 or 5 usually are the numbers I go with the pennies. I mean, you can also put the dried herbs on the outside, the herbs, flowers, whatever you want to do, because you could use, you know, different types of flowers to adorn this. I'm probably going to use zinc foil because that's something that I typically associate prosperity with, because it's something that you can grab and manifest. Okay. So as you're doing this, that's when you're saying, money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Now you can say this as much as you want. When putting the money in, it's best to do X's over them so they stay in place. And I will show you when I'm done. Money grows, abundance flows. Light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows. Light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows. Light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. Money grows, abundance flows, light grows, abundance knows no bounds. So mote it be. Okay. I'll see with the pennies kind of X'd them out. And then I'll keep them secure and safe. Hi, Justin. Welcome. Now, if that's all you have available to you, that's all you need to do in this spell. The whole time, burning this incense, your prosperity incense. And tonight we are not really calling upon any deity. We're just doing regular energy work that doesn't require a deity. It smells amazing. Some weird noises. But anyway, now what you can do from this point, you can get more string. It's actually really weird that that string was the perfect size. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, should I? So you can take some more string. To hang it. And there's no glue or anything required for this. You don't need really too much for this. And it's just that easy. Okay, so then I did this little thing. So you can hang a charm there. And it can really be anything. Hold on. And you can get all sorts of different charms. Excuse me. All sorts of different charms for the center of this. Even money or whatever prosperity you may need. So Justin says, what herbs are you burning? So in my specific one, I have dragon's blood, sage, jasmine, allspice, chamomile. Did I say frankincense? I have frankincense in there. Cinnamon, rue. I put a little bit of rue in there. And I will put a list of the ingredients. There are other ingredients that you can use along with this. But this is something that you can use during your ritual. And it smells pretty good. Now remember, not all incense is made to smell good. It's made to have intention. But this one's not too bad. Chamomile, I feel like, always saves the day when it comes to incense. And it's a really good herb to use in a lot of different things. So I use it in a lot of different things anyway. But that's pretty much it. And if you ever feel like it needs like a rejuvenation of sorts, You could take a little bit of mugwort, put it in some spring water, let it sit for a few days, really let the mugwort soak into the water, and then just take the water and kind of put it on there like holy water, you know. You could even use moon water mixed with the mugwort if you have it. But see, this is something simple, minus all the little strings, because I definitely would take those away. I don't like, well, it can be messy a little bit, but not too messy. But there you have it. And you can hang it in your house, and it can help bring prosperity. I mean, anytime you see it, you can be thinking of your intentions, you can touch it, you can really do whatever you want. Hang it in a window, really attract and manifest that prosperity and welcome it into your home. This is a great time to do these kind of workings. So get proactive, guys, and really get hands-on and do some of these cool workings. Now, I know that my brother, Jeff, he did do a prosperity potion. I'll post that. I saved the link so I could post it in the comments, so you guys can watch that too. It was, or I don't know if it's a watch one. It might be a watch one. The one that I saved is the actual, when we did the spell work assignments, it's one of those. So if you guys want to check that out to get more prosperity into your lives, I know we all want these things, so this should be a very helpful video to you, and hopefully you actually do this, because it can really help you and, you know, bring in that prosperity and abundance, and all that's going to do is cause happiness and, you know, make you feel good about your life and what your goals are, and even maybe even boost your confidence in your magical abilities. It's cool. So get hands-on. That's the whole point of all this, right? Is to get everybody hands-on. Are you using the resins, or could you use pre-made cones and break them up? Usually the cones, well, the cones aren't guaranteed to have that specific herb in it. A lot of the times they're just made to smell like it. So typically it's not actually in there. I am using the resin themselves. So this is, the frankincense is resin, and it's ground up in here with this. But then the dragon's blood, it's actually what I used, because I didn't feel like getting my dragon's blood out. I used red sage, because I wanted to use sage in this anyway. So red sage is just sage with dragon's blood powder all over it. So that's what I used for the dragon's blood. You don't have to, it's not 100% required. If you don't have the resins, you don't have to use them in the spell. There's plenty of other things that you can use to get prosperity. I will go over that real quick now. I did say it earlier, but it's always good to add it in there. So some of the different ones: patchouli, frankincense, dragon's blood, mint, anything in the mint family, so it can be spearmint, basil, those would work, chamomile, thyme, rosemary, sage, allspice, cinnamon. You can use orange, and then I use 3 pennies, but that's not part of the herbs. But again, you can use any prosperity herbs that you have available to you. It doesn't necessarily have to 100% be what I used. This is just what I would use, you know. But whatever you have available to you that is prosperity will do just fine. That smells so nice. Bring me that prosperity. Right? You guys can do it. Alright, so are there any questions on tonight's Sinday school session? I'll give it a moment and drink some coffee. Yes, I drink coffee this late at night. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, monkey. I feel the prosperity up in this room. Any questions at all? I'm here to answer them. And if there are no more questions, then we are done for tonight's Sunday school session. Now remember, I did choose to do this one on prosperity because, Justin, I'm drinking coffee laying in my bed. Bingo! Sounds about right, although I'm not laying in my bed, clearly. But yeah, I did prosperity this time because it goes with the season. This first harvest, event for us, which is Lughnasadh Llamas. So it goes very well with the season, prosperity and abundance. We all love both of those things. So I think I saw today there's 70 days until Halloween. Is that true? Halloween. Crazy Halloween this year, huh, guys? It's looking quite grim for the Witches' Ball. We have yet to make an official announcement yet, but I'm sure that's coming very soon. So be prepared. There are things happening outside. I don't know what it is. But see, you can make all sorts of little charms and amulets, especially if you own a business. It's a full moon for Halloween, or soon. But yes, it is a full moon for Halloween this year, and that's why the Witch's Ball was going to be perfect. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's not looking too good for us, but the announcement for that's coming soon. We have not heard back yet from the landmark. We did reach out again, though, so that's what I'm saying. The announcement's got to be coming soon. But I do want to say, while I'm waiting for questions, that thank you, everybody, for all of your support throughout all of this. This is the coolest group in CNY. We just have made a very safe space, that is a great resource for the whole community. And I know that it has changed a lot of people's lives for the better, and that's exactly what its purpose is. So, it can't do that without everybody that's in this group. So thank you so much for... Oh, there's a fly. And he's flying around here like a jerk. But thank you guys for your support always. And remember, we do have these cool Witches Ball pins still available. Witches Ball 2020. Those were purchased back in like February or January. But it is a good fundraiser for the group. The pins are only $8. They get shipped right to you. They're somewhere around here. Oh, this fly is driving me nuts. Alright. So I don't see any questions, so that will be all for tonight's Sunday school session. If you are catching this on the replay and you have a question, go ahead and message me. I am always just one message away. Always. And if you ever need any help, we have a bunch of admins. I think there's like 11 of us. Board members who are orchestrating all of this. So if you ever need any help, you can always reach out to one of us. So with that being said, again, thank you for joining us here at Witches and Heathens of CNY for another wonderful Sunday school session that I really hope helped at least one of you out there. Alright guys, have a great night. Have a great week. See you soon.